My name is Leslie Sensei. I live in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill, and I'm a preschool kindergarten teacher. I had pain and ache, I always used to call it, in my neck, along my shoulders and it also radiated down from my neck into my shoulder. So in this area of my body here. So that was where, and some going down just a little bit behind my shoulder blades. I've had these symptoms for a very long time. When I was about 20 years old, it kind of started in my shoulders. And then, and I think part of it was I was a swimmer. So I used to swim, and I think that may have been why some of it started. But then, so from my 20s, and then just continued on, and it would hurt off and on. And then it started to become more chronic. And I found that there were activities that I could do comfortably that after I would do them, I would be really sore, and it ached a lot. And so that's when I said, I need to go and get some help. If I do particular exercises at the gym that's involving my shoulder, that would make it hurt after I did those exercises. Cooking, chopping definitely made things hurt. I had to stop using a backpack because of the pressure of the straps on my shoulder. So I stopped using a backpack, and I went to just using a tote bag. And even when I carried the tote bag, I couldn't carry it on my right side where the pain was. Used to have to carry it on my left side. So it was really impacting my life. I've tried traditional chiropractic therapy, and that did help me some, but I also found that sometimes the adjustments were a little too hard, and so I also did heat and cold, and I got a roller, and I was rolling my back, relaxing the muscles, and that also helped. Then I would go see a doctor, and the doctor looked at it and said, oh, it's soft tissue. There's really nothing I could do. So that was done. And then, of course, I would take, some acetaminophen or some ibuprofen, and those helped. They did stop the pain, but I'm not a person who wants to take a pill every day. Yeah. So those were basically that's what I did. Well, I had gone to a chiropractor in my neighborhood. Yeah. And something just told me, no, this isn't for you. And I'm a person that follows her gut pretty well. Okay. And so then I started looking on the internet. And so I searched and I looked, and then I started reading about upper cervical chiropractic. And then it just looked like it was going to be a friendly place to go. Yeah. And so my instinct said, come. So I came. My first visit, everybody's very friendly. And they know your name, when you come in, they know who you are and greet you in a way that makes you feel very comfortable. And I didn't really know what upper cervical chiropractic was. So I was really just looking for a soft adjustment. And so when I came in, Dr. Maz told me everything that I needed to know. He was very thorough. He's very careful. But what's most important to me about a doctor is that they listen, and he listened to what I had to say. You didn't get the impression that he was just hearing you, dismissing it, and then moving forward with what he knew. And so he tested when I told him about certain symptoms, he tested to see if he could recreate the symptom. And when he could, that gave him information. So he just slowly gathered information about me. And after he did that, then when I came back a different time to have my adjustment, because he looked at my information, and then he looked to see, I guess, what it was that I needed. Mm-hmm. And then I came back on the second visit, and that's when I had my adjustment. And the adjustment was good. Feels good. It feels good. It's a little odd at first when it's just this little instrument that he uses on you. But after a while, like I said, it feels very good, and you're very comfortable. Yeah. And it wasn't immediate. And he told me that it was not going to be immediate, that you were going to feel these results, that it was probably, different people, different bodies. And so it took me probably about a couple of weeks before I started to notice something different. And because I trusted him, and because he had talked to me about what I can expect, and he always listened to me, I felt comfortable to say to him, you know, it doesn't feel exactly like I'm hoping it would feel right away. Right away. He just talked to me about it again. He reminded me of what we talked about before. And then after a while, I started to notice a difference. I could chop carrots and, say the next day, because that's when my pain would start. The next day, no pain. I could stir my cookie dough, no pain. So after that, I felt better. And I have been improving ever since.
Yeah.
I have felt less and less pain to the point now I don't have any. I actually miss my adjustments. They feel good. When Dr. Maz told me I didn't have to come back for every 2 weeks, I was like, you sure? I want to come back again. And it wasn't that I was in pain, but I knew I was giving my body something that it needed. Well, for the reasons that I described in describing what it was like coming here. First, it's a safe place. And because Dr. Maz is careful and thorough and he listens, that's what I feel like you want in a practitioner. And so he does those things. And then also that it helps you. So it's helpful. So all of the things, it's a full package. You have someone who listens to you. You have someone who's careful. You have a safe environment. You have a staff that's fun. People here are fun. They're fun, and they're very welcoming, and that it works and that you feel better.